Oh, now I'm seeing the JBL. Right, can we hear you?
Shadows in my body and soul.
Alright, we're working with the computer now. Forget it.
Shadows in my heart, shadows you know
Sorry
we
about
come
that.
and go. Shadows in my body and soul. Shadows in heart, shadows you know we come and go. Shadows in my body and soul. Addicted to the war. Shadows in my heart, shadows you know we come and go. Addicted to the war. Shadows in my body and soul. Addicted to the war. Shadows in my heart, shadows you know we come and go. Addicted to the war.
Questions we practice.
I'm addicted to the bullshit. I'm addicted to the wars. I'm addicted to prisons. I'm addicted to wars. I'm addicted to politics. I'm addicted to wars. I'm addicted to prisons. I'm addicted to wars. Reckless, I'm lost in all. I talk to people on the walls. Fragrant mistakes on interest. Yeah, they love that break my balls. Slide, the inside. All the closest full of lies. I'm an addict, but a crypto seller. Lonely, only was a teller. With a twist.
Never realized the lies in front of me. Never realized the truth they said. Never realized the lies in front of me. Watch the world decay. I'm a remote viewer. I'm a remote viewer. I'm your remote viewer. I'm your remote viewer. Wow! Reckless, stay away from me. I'm so contagious, murder me. Take a chance to take a glance. Yeah, man, I'm not break my balls. Die, freedom die. All your rights will now subside. I'm an addict, but a crypto seller. Lonely, only fortune teller. With a twist. Never realized the lies in front of me. Never realized the truth they said. Never realized the lies in front of me. Fuck this world away. I'm a remote viewer. I'm a remote viewer. I'm your 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 remote viewer. Let me draw you, don't be shy. Come on closer, close your eyes.
Oh, wait, can we hear you?
Come, turn it that way. Everybody was hiding, we never see another day. Come, turn it that way. Everybody was hiding, we never see another day. To never see another day.
Yeah, we hear you.
On the light that blinds.
Reckless, I'm lost in all. I talk to people on the walls. Fragrant mistakes on interest. Yeah, they love that break my balls. Die, freedom die. All your rights will not subside. I'm an addict, but a crypto seller. Lonely, only fortune teller. With a twist.
Pretty open on anything.
Let me draw you, don't be shy.
Come on closer, close your eyes.
Okay. Right. I'm Danny. All right, welcome. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome back to another one of our streams. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube stream. I've been on Twitch a lot, so you can catch me there. But we don't talk about Twitch right now because right now we are actually talking to the members of our starting screen music, Static Authority. So let's get this scene over here started. Oh no, what's going on here? There's it's not showing the video here. That's oh no, not you guys. It's the screen capture. It's not there we go. Yeah.
Oh, it's not us.
No, no worries, it's not you guys. All right. Perfect. Perfection. I'm gonna exit Streamlabs here, and I'm gonna go here and then pull up the stream on my phone so we don't miss any of the questions from your fans and anything. Okay, we're good. So welcome on in. This is a new type of interview. I've never, done a Zoom interview. It's quite different for me. So hopefully it works out this time for the last time. So we have backup plans in place. But for now, welcome on in. This is Static Authority. Gentlemen, would you like to introduce yourselves?
What's up? This is Static Authority. My name is Mark. I'm the lead singer.
And I'm Danny. I play guitar.
So, gentlemen, how are you today? Thank you for taking the time out on a very late Thursday for you guys.
No, yeah, man. It's 10:13. I've had a long day, but it's cool. It's cool to hang out and talk about some music and talk about our band with you, man.
You're the first interview.
Yeah, you're our first interview, so this is pretty cool. A little bit nervous, but pretty cool.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And so, the first question out of the gate is Static Authority. Where did it come from? How did it come to be about? And I know you two are the founding members, but how did this? Where's the origin in here?
The origin. Well, I mean, let me get started with like how I got into the band, I guess. The way that I got in, I was this was probably like 3 years ago, and I had gotten my father was in the middle of passing away. He had gotten a heart attack, and he had gotten a stroke, and he was on his deathbed and his final moments, and I was with him, and it kind of like put things into perspective of like what I wanted to do with my life, and like how like I guess like seeing somebody that you love, like that you really, really love pass away, kind of like tells you like you got to do something, because, life is short, things come to an end and you need to get on top of what you want to do. Right. And I've kind of always had a background of playing music in rock and roll bands and stuff like that. And I love rock and roll music. So I was like, I want to play in a rock band before I pass away. I want to go on tour. I want to make songs. So, out of the blue, one day on Instagram, I see a story of some band there. I think you weren't even called Static Authority yet, but they were called something, and they said that like content coming soon or something like that. And then I responded to that saying like, oh, is this like a band? What's going on? And then that happened to be Danny. And Danny said that he was working on some music with a couple peoples, and to come to the practice spot where like it was like a warehouse practice spot that I went to, and we started jamming out, and we clicked, and we kept on going. We got 3 tracks right now. Awesome. After all that. That's how I got in the band. I guess like it would be better for Danny to tell you how like what he was going through like while I was going through all that, and how I found him. Right. Like he had explain your situation.
So I learned how fun it could be to write songs. I've always played guitar, but I've never like written songs before. Right. And like when I finished high school, I started writing songs. And I've never been in a band either, so this is my first band.
Oh wow.
So I found some friends. We got together. I had some friends move away, so that's why the project didn't go as planned. Right. And That's when we put out. We were gonna have to put out songs, but I had my friends move away, and then that's when Mark hit me up, and then we jammed a few times, and I just liked the way he sang, and yeah, so we started.
Awesome.
And the name came about. Man, it was just
Oh, the name.
Yeah, the name we were looking for like a punkish name, something. I guess like it was the political season, so we were kind of like trying to look for something like Authority, and like we came up with Static Authority out of all of it. That was the only one that sounded pretty good, and that's what we stuck with.
I wanted the name to have static in it because
he likes Static Shock, the cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. He doesn't like Static Shock. It was a bad joke, but I don't know if you remember that cartoon. Terrible cartoon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. Continue.
There was a time like I was writing a song about a friend who passed away, like which is a mutual friend, and like exactly 1 month after he passed away, I felt like he said like what's up to me, like in a static, like I don't know, like I felt like while I was writing a song about him, like out of nowhere I just heard, like as soon as I finished writing his name, like there was a static that just like really like really loud, and I just thought that it was him like saying what's up, hey man. Look what I could do. You show me what he could do, even though he's not alive.
Yeah.
But it might have been just in my head, but just in that moment, I felt like really profound. Like it felt like there's more to life than just this. So that's why I wanted to incorporate that word into the band thing.
Wow.
And he would have been in the band too if he was still around.
Yeah,
because we both knew who he was, and he played music as well. And
Right.
I was making music with him before I even met him, but that's how we came around, we had seen each other in parties in the neighborhood because we live in Miami.
Yeah.
And in Hialeah. So like we've seen each other at parties, but like we've spoken about other things besides music. I didn't even know he played guitar.
Right.
But it was cool. It was funny. Like when I told you that I was messaging some dude on Instagram that, if he was doing a band or something, and then it turned out to be him, it was a surprise.
Wow.
And we had the mutual connection through our friend that passed away.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
And so, with all this history going around, you guys, have already a few songs out there, and you guys are in a good pace to make more music. And I think about each year you guys release more and more music. So I can tell, like, with each song you guys release, you take a lot of, like, not precautions, but more of like a lot of in depth. You want to make sure that your whatever songs you come out with, are really good, and they have some meanings. And what is the process for writing a new song and releasing them?
Absolutely. Well, the process, Danny right here, the mastermind, the guitarist, he lays out the music. He makes it up in his head. I mean, he'd probably give you a better explanation of it, but he usually does it. He makes it up in his head. He has the guitar work for it. I don't know if you want to answer the rest of the question, but I think.
What was the question?
How do you make the music?
How do we write the song?
Yeah.
So our song "Remote Viewer," I don't know if you're familiar with it.
First song. That's our first song that we made.
Once I was just practicing finger exercises on my guitar.
Yeah.
And I just started playing a riff, and then I literally wrote that song in 3 minutes.
Oh wow.
And then the lyrics, without how we add the vocals and stuff, like I'll listen to the riff or record it on my phone, and while like I go out to run or something, I'll just listen to it. Then I'll feel like the melodies coming. The melodies I could add to the guitar riffs. Wow. And then I swap out the melodies with vocals. And that's how we make the song.
That's
and then
awesome.
the lyrics he was kind of like inspired by remote viewing is apparently like psychics for like the CIA. Apparently, the
Mm.
CIA uses I I don't really want to say psychic people, but like they're people that are I guess more advanced, like more intelligent.
Yeah, so remote viewing. I wanted to
He'll
write a
give you a
song
better
about it because
explanation.
it's something so bizarre and cool at the same time. It's telekinesis,
Mm.
and it was actually practiced by the CIA. If you look up Project Starlight, like or I think it's Starlight, it's declassified already, so you can read about it. And I thought that was so cool, so bizarre, and not many people know about it. So that's why we wanted to write about that.
Wow.
That was the inspiration for that one.
Wow.
And basically like we have like a rough draft. He kind of shows like a rough draft of what we're gonna do
Yeah.
of the song, of the lyrics, and how the melodies will work. But
Right.
then once we go into the studio, like it's basically like a skeleton of the song, like
Right.
what he pulls out, right?
Yeah.
And then once we go into the studio, that's where we take a lot of time, which is kind of detrimental, but it's also very beneficial. Because detrimental because it's like expensive, but it's beneficial because we work super hard on the song. We go over like the songs, the parts. We want to try to find parts in the songs where we could relate to, and like looking at it as in like how people would look at it. And then that's how like you put on the clothes for the skeleton, or you put on the skin for it, you know.
Right.
Well, sometimes he'll write something and then we realize that it's not that good, and then we'll like fix it up right there and then in the studio. You know, so it's always a never-ending process, and it's pretty fun, you know. And it's been really fun with him and us, and we've even like grown to love our producer that we've been working with, Johnny Tiger, Dead Roses, in the chat, baby.
Amazing. Amazing.
The Twitch star.
He's an engineer. He records for us.
Yeah,
He's really cool.
yeah.
You should check him out. I think he has a new band now.
Johnny Tiger and the Dead Roses. That's his band.
That's awesome.
He used to play bass for I Set My Friends on Fire.
Yeah, he did play bass or guitar. He played bass and he toured in the UK with I Set My Friends on Fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you know some pretty well talented people then.
We know, but like we still haven't played shows yet. But as soon as like we play shows, I'm pretty sure we'll be known in the scene. You know what I mean? At least that's what we're hoping for.
Right. And so, with these, well, another question is, I know you guys are familiar that, you guys are probably I want to say theme song, but you guys are the main band that plays during my Twitch streams and now YouTube streams. And I was going through them, it was an obvious choice to pick you guys because you guys were a new band. You guys, obviously, you guys were. I was looking for music because I'll be honest with you. A lot of the music that plays on with people who stream, like who start out, I feel it's just very more commercialized because it's just like there's no lyrics. It's just like it's like a 2-3 beat, and I'm fine with that. But it's just like a lot of people are using it. It's like it's too commercialized now. It's like streaming. And so when I was going through it, I was like, man, I want to find music that is like, not know the band like too well, but I know of music and bands I can work with. And like, I remember when you guys hit me up on the Instagram the first day when you saw my unreleased my leaked Serge Tankian video. I know that I was like, you know what? Since they're a new band and they like have some music, I think I should ask them. And it was just such an obvious choice because nobody else has your music out, and nobody else, just has this type of music. It's like, okay, let me just, let me ask them. And now you guys are the center of my streams, breaks, endings, and starting screen. So how do you guys feel about that? That you're now part of my community, and knowing that my viewers are getting influenced by your music when they come in, like during a break or when they're starting screen, and they're like, "Yo, who is Static Authority?" And and then you guys get more followers from that. How does that make you feel? Like now that I know it's not like big, but it's something to get the viewers to be influenced by your music.
Honestly, dude, I think I'm super thankful, man. I'm flattered that that you came around through our music. Well, I think it's super cool, and I agree with you completely on the intros and all like the breaks and stuff like that in people's Twitches or in their whatever shows they have on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like it's usually just a beat, like a hip hop beat, very simple, kind of like chill. But I think it's super cool and different that you picked a rock, a heavier type of vibe. It's super cool, man. I think it's different, and I think that what you're aiming for is better than than the same thing that you hear all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm super thankful, man. It's super awesome. Keep going, and everybody keep listening to Static Authority. There's some new stuff coming through. We're working on it slowly but surely.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for using our music. We appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
You're putting us out there.
And what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I think we had a couple other people that had used like certain like riffs or like riffs on Remote Viewer. I remember they used like on like a credit or something for one of their videos. I remember they used ours. But it's cool that you're using it too, man. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. And so because now I recently asked to use one of your latest singles. What is it, Shadows?
Yeah.
I listened to it at first. I'm like, man, I gotta add that to the lineup. And so, what? Okay, so a good question is Shadows. Where did that come from? And what is it about?
What do you think it's about?
Man, I couldn't tell you. It's just the way I see it, because I don't have a lyric sheet, so I don't remember like the full lyrics. But I really like the way it's like how you sing it. It's like it's like it starts off really calm, and then it starts off heavy, then it just goes calm, it's like you're talking to us about. Oh, a notification. Sorry. Okay. So with the song, I'm sorry.
Search Sankey.
Oh, Search Sankey. He found out I watched his unreleased video. Oh no, he's gonna call the CIA.
The FBI.
FBI is
charge you. He's gonna pull a Lars Ulrich on you.
Oh no. But basically, like what I play, like with that song, I think with the the lines is like what stands out to me is, does it go like all the world tries to entertain you, right? That part right there.
Yeah,
that's ours.
So listen to that. It just stands out to me. It's like, wow. It's like there's so many other things like. It can have so many meanings to it, there's the internet, there's the TV, there's a.
So
that's cool.
So the meaning of that song is
like we waste our time with like people.
Yeah. So like
people don't care about us or something.
Yeah. So like a memory, like a shadow, you could see it.
Yeah.
You can't touch it. You can't smell it. You can't nothing, right? You could only just see it. That's it. So I'm comparing that like to memory. So memory.
Right.
Memory, you can only have it in your head, and that's it. You can't touch it. You can't feel it, smell it.
Right.
And so it's about like how much we waste our time with social media and the internet, while like the people around us, like some move away, they pass away. And like, we could be spending time with them, but we're like, we're so distracted by our phones and shit like that.
Right.
And I don't know, like whenever like I would go out, I would go like to a date or something. Like I'll be like as soon as I go out, I'm already with this person. Be like, man, I could be spending time with my brother, or I could be spending time with my.
That's if the date sucks.
Right. Exactly.
But I don't know. Like I just feel like I should be spending way more time with my family and my friends instead of like being on my phone and shit. That's what that song's about.
Right, right. Okay, so I have more questions for you, but so this new Zoom update is whack because it's now saying that I have 10 minutes with the meeting. So let me send you a new link so you can join, because I don't know why Zoom updated and only give us like a 40-minute, cap. It's like stupid. So you guys found
Alright.
this? Yeah. So let me send you a new link, and let me get the break screen here, and yeah, let's try to get this going. Let's try to keep this going. All right.
Part two
Part
Coming
2.
up. coming up.
Never realize the lies in front of me. Never realize the truth they say. Never realize the lies in front of me. Watch the world decay. I'm a remote viewer. I'm a remote viewer. I'm your remote viewer.
back here after Zoom decided to cut us off for unknown reasons.
And the internet's cutting off everybody these days, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Canceling They're trying to cancel Static Authority when you haven't even played a show yet.
That is the most absurd thing I've heard. Why would you do this? Why would you do this, internet? Why? Let people be free. Let them be free.
Let us say what we want.
Yes, Twitch is having a problem yesterday, so they're trying to cancel all of us.
Ah, those bastards.
We know, we all know too much. That's why.
That's right.
Hey, how's the music scene, by the way, in Cali?
Man, it's growing. My boy Joey, his band. Well, I wouldn't say it deformed, but then with some of the half of the members, he formed another band. I think it's called Vagrant now. So they're releasing music, and he's been showing me some of his music. So unreleased.
What's he play?
Music. Oh, he sings now.
But what's he like? Play like that type of music?
Oh, like metal, punk, all those.
Cool.
And so, now that we're back, finally, you can't cancel us, Zoom. We'll always find a way to spoil your plans. So, there's a song. Well, before we get to the songs again, I want to talk about like your vocal style, because your vocal style, man, it's amazing. You can do so many things with your voice. What is the process like before you even record? How do you like to warm up and do all those things with your voice?
The warm up actually. So before I go to the studio, it's like a nice little 40-minute drive from my house to the studio.
Yeah.
So in that, I like to listen to Melissa Cross. She's like a vocal teacher for metal singers.
Right.
Pretty famous. And she has like a vocal warm up CD that it comes with her DVD, and I like to do those a lot. There's a lot of like yeah. And there's a lot of that going on in my car ride on the way to the studio, so I could give like a nice crisp highs and crisp lows, because these guys make me do it over and over and over and over until I have a headache.
Yeah.
Like it's a pretty what's the word? The word that I guess tentative. Like it's really tedious. It's a really tedious process.
Right.
But yeah, that's how I do it, man. And I'm just practicing in the shower as a kid, inspired by all those metal singers that I used to like back in the day, like Trivium, All That Remains and stuff.
Right.
And it got to this.
And so, like with your voice, like when you do before you like even scream or just do a low, like your middle voice, I'm gonna give you a compliment. You sound just like Jeremy Malakian. I gotta say, I gotta be honest with you.
For real? Like which part?
Like when you just sing, like when you sing, just like not like a scream or like a low singing, but like when you sing at a normal pitch or just like a regular talk sing, you sound just like Jeremy Malakian.
Like in remote viewer or like in shadows?
Like in both. Shadows you can hear it more, and then remote viewer. Yeah, you can hear it more in shadows, and then in remote viewer you can still hear it. But I'm like, man, that is awesome. That's amazing.
That's cool. I've never gotten that compliment. He's never even said it. And he loves System of a Down, and I think sometimes like people compare us to System of a Down, but I guess now the vocals maybe.
Have you heard of Dillinger Escape Plan?
What was that?
Dillinger Escape Plan.
Have you heard of them?
No, not yet.
He sounds just like they're singing.
Yeah, that's like my idol.
Wow.
That's what I like sing like.
Do you think he's trying to talk about my part?
I don't know, man.
Really,
I wouldn't doubt it. That's why, because he says that I sound like Darren Malek, and I'm like, I've never heard that one. But that's an interesting. Maybe it could be his part, because he sings in remote viewer too, like 2 verses.
My parts are the talking parts are usually me.
Oh, cool.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So System being my favorite band, I'll probably come off like Darren maybe. because I love Darren. Like, that's all I listen to most of the time.
Yeah.
Stars. Some,
Oh yeah, Scars is a really good band. I mean, they're in my
Scars,
they're in my they're on my Spotify and Pandora all the time. So
I think sometimes I like Scars more than just.
I know. I mean, probably because of the new music they just released. So they I think they're catching up to System with albums, right? They're like what 4 already?
They have two as well.
They have two. I think they have three.
The first one and Big Cave.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
Miguel, let me tell you one thing really funny. You give me like serious Chino Moreno vibes.
Oh, is that true?
You look like the singer from Deftones, brother.
Well, thank you. I've never gotten that one either. So there we go. We're all getting compliments today. Hey, who knows?
Yeah, Chino's badass. Chino's badass.
Great voice. I love his voice.
Right.
It's like I don't know how he does it with his voice, but it's just wow, amazing.
Yeah, no, yeah, he does that like little pitch squeal that he does, that thing that he does.
Yeah, exactly. This is so like when we try to do it, it's like, oh, how do you do it? And he just does it all perfectly on cue. It's like wow.
Right? I feel like I sound like a dying raptor, but he sounds like a cool dying raptor.
Yeah, he does it very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first song I heard, I know it's gonna sound cheesy, but the first song I heard from Deftones was "Changing House of Flies." So
That's right. Everybody loves that one.
I know, and then that's like the song that people hear nowadays.
Right? That's the first one that breaks him through to the Deftones.
Exactly. So, with the current lineup you have right now, what song would you like people to hear most often? Like, what would you? I mean, I know all your music's good, but which song would you say is your guys' main album or anthem?
With the current line songs that we have, with songs you want to listen more. Well, I guess like what's our anthem? You just said. Remote Viewer.
All right. I think Remote Viewer has the most plays.
Remote Viewers has the most plays, and I feel like it's the most. It's like our most original. Like we have no, like we don't know what we're doing, but this sounds good, type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And like everything else, like it's our least structured song. It's our most chaotic song, but it's our most favorite song because it's like our baby,
Right.
in a way.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else to say to that. What do you guys say to that?
What I gotta say? About what?
About Remote Viewer,
Oh,
or about what song you think is our anthem?
I think the one that has most plays.
Yeah, I guess so.
What do you think is our anthem?
That's a hard one because it's between that one and then the other one, not Shadows. The other one. What's the name?
Stop.
Stop. Yeah, Stop. Yeah. Because when I first heard like both songs, I thought it was like I thought they were like it was a longer song at first. I thought so because sometimes like how you play Spotify and then like sometimes it just doesn't have like a pause in between songs. It just keeps going.
Right.
I thought Stop and Remote Viewer were the same song for the longest time, and then I'm like, wait, hold on. I watched YouTube, and I'm like, wait, why is Remote Viewer shorter, and why is Stop? Oh wait, they're not the same song. They're different songs.
Oh, okay.
So the way you guys ended, Remote Viewer and started Stop, it's awesome. I think.
I think we were actually trying to go for something like that. That you were like, after you made Remote Viewer, you kind of wanted Stop to come in like.
No. Well, Stop connects to. No, Stop doesn't connect that either.
No.
Shadows connects to the song Carry, which is like an instrumental.
Yeah.
They connect. So like, where I got that idea from?
No, actually, I don't.
You listen to Mesmerize.
Yeah.
So if you listen to Soldier Side, BYOB, the next song to follow, the next one, they all bleed into each other.
Right, yeah.
So I tried doing that in the EP. So Carrie bleeds into Shadows.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so, I actually Carrie is actually the song I use just in case I can't find anyone and I find out and I ran out of things to say for my streams. Like when I'm gonna log off and looking for someone, I'll usually go to like the end screen early because I usually use like the 3 songs for both the intro, the breaks, and the ending. But for the ending, I start with Carrie because it's just a nice relaxing ending. Because after you play violent video games and talk about violence, you need to calm down. You know what I mean. So
For sure.
I like Carrie because it's just like it's just you're not you're still expecting like a heavy, but the song is just so calm and I like it.
Yeah, that was our interlude. Interlude, right? Yeah, it's our interlude to Shadows.
And that was
Intro. I'm sorry.
yeah, and that was amazing how you guys did that one. So for the inspiration, like you said, it comes from Mesmerize, but the whole tone and how did you come up with the whole idea with Carrie?
Carrie, well, my mom's name is Karina. I made that song for my mom.
Oh, that's awesome. And where did you get like the chord style?
That's a good question.
I just I've been taking classical guitar lessons.
Oh, that's cool.
So I kind of just started like messing around, and then that's what came out from just practice.
And so I know like the scene around you guys is with Carrie and stuff like that. Do you like if you go to like these because I don't know if you guys go to a lot of shows up in Miami. Do you guys attend to a lot of shows?
I do. Yeah, I do. I've gone to a lot, but I kind of chilled out a lot as of lately. The past 2 months, I haven't gone to any shows lately.
Okay, makes sense. So when you do go to shows,
right?
Are you? Because I know you have. I mean, I know there's a few songs out there, and I'm pretty sure a lot of your fans, some of your friends, and local, loved ones, and people from like other countries as well. Do you get do you get recognized as being the front man of Static Authority? Like when you go out, like by just a few people, or
someone noticed you, right, when you went to
dude.
Idaho or something? Utah?
No, I didn't go to Utah. That'd be crazy. I went to see Tears for Fears in West Palm Beach. So we live in Miami. Okay, so let me tell you guys. So I played All That Remains. This rock and roll band, came to our club, Fort Lauderdale Revolution,
yeah.
And they're gonna play this album, The Fall of Ideals, which was like an album that I used to listen to back in high school, like back and forth. I knew the whole thing.
Right.
So whatever. So I went to go see that band live, and then their singer got sick, and then they were asking people in the crowd who wanted to go sing like some songs. So I went up to the freaking booth and I told them, I could sing these 3 songs, and then they're like, all right, like show me. And this girl like literally told me, she's like, show me that, prove it. And I'm like, okay. And I'm there in front of a bunch of people around me and on the merch table being like, oh, you can, like in front of her. And I'm just looking like a dork. But, she's like, all right, you're hired. You got it. And whatever. So I play these songs. I play with a professional band, like the songs of All That Remains to like the people at Revolution. It was a packed house. It was cool. Whatever. So because I played that show, people afterwards were shaking my hand, telling me, "Hey, that's so cool. You guys you were awesome up there." Yeah. Whatever, bro. A month later, I go see Tears for Fears in West Palm Beach, and I snuck into the seats. I had bought lawn tickets, but I snuck into the seats, and I had to use the bathroom during Garbage, which was the band playing before Tears for Fears. So I was wondering, I was like, shoot. I gotta go use the bathroom, and for me to come back in, it's gonna be tough because it was tough to come in the first place.
Yeah.
But whatever. So I went to the bathroom, and as I'm coming back to like trying to find the way how to get back to my seat, somebody comes up to me, a worker, and she's like, "Hey, aren't you the singer from All That Remains? Didn't you sing from All That Remains? And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe you remember that. Yes, I am a singer from All That Remains. And then she was like, oh my gosh, it's so cool, you know? It's so funny to see you here. And I was like, yeah, it's so cool that you noticed me, and it's so funny that you noticed me. You're working here. Like, is there a way you can let me in to go, like, into my seats? And she's like, do you have a ticket? And I'm like, no, I don't. And she's like, fuck it, just come in. And then in front of people too, there's people around us that were like, what the heck? Like, this girl's, she's seeing my ticket, except for this guy, it's a singer from All That Remains, apparently, you know? And that's how I got noticed that one time.
That's amazing, man. Like, wow, it's just...
It was funny.
Hey, but now when they see you again, they're like, wait, I remember that guy, you know, like when those fans see your your music page and Static Authority, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, why do we recognize this guy? They're like, oh, it's the guy from the All That Remains concert, yeah. And then there you go, man. Like,
basically what I did, man, I was basically a free commercial for my band, because as soon as he started asking me for my Instagram and my number and shit,
yeah,
I would give him the Instagram for Static Authority.
There was a guy though that when you went to Cincinnati, I think.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, he sent me. He tagged us. He posted pictures. Oh, I just met the guy from Static Authority. I remember. I think it was Steve.
That was during COVID. I remember that one. Yeah, no, there was I was outside. I went to Cleveland during COVID to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because I've never seen it before.
yeah.
And yeah, and I think I was just talking to some guy outside of the hotel that saw my jacket, that I had like a Dillinger Escape Plan jacket from the last show.
Yeah.
And we started talking, and I told him to add my band, and that's how we became friends. From Cleveland to Miami, friendship.
That's amazing. Oh, look, you guys got some fans over here. Well, one fan. You got a comment saying, Static Authority is awesome.
Sweet. Thank you, dude. Keep listening. Tell your friends.
Oh man, this is fun. I think this is because this is your guys' first interview. So, how you guys feeling about it?
Cool, man. You're really cool and really chill. You give us good vibes.
Oh,
we're not nervous anymore.
Yeah, you guys have good vibes as well. I like
You had your own project, right? You had Mosin in your band.
It's still in the works. It's like I'll be honest with you. I think it's gonna be 5 years until our first song comes out. But it's all right. We're yeah. So my band Seppuku, it's still going. I actually met with Brandon because he was my boy. I met him through one of my other friends. Was actually his sister, and from that day we've always talked about music, and we still do. It's like we haven't stopped the project. We got together, and then we're actually working on our little intro. So that's still coming.
You sound like System a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, have you heard the? I don't think you heard the intro yet, huh?
I think I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because there's because we're working on another one too. I'm sorry.
Music recorded?
Oh no, not yet. But we got together that one time, and then we recorded a guitar part.
Oh.
That sounds really nice. It sounds really clean. And once once we get that thing going,
Wait, it's freezing. It's freezing.
Is it freezing now?
Yeah, it's like lagging. All right.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.